friends, welcome to my channel. So in the today's lecture, we are going to discuss one example of finding the candidate key. Okay, so we are given one relation in which there are 5 attributes are present: A, B, C, D and E. Okay, so just by looking at the attributes, what we try to do, we try to find out all the functional dependencies of these 5 attributes. Okay, these are the functional dependencies. Okay, so now what I want to do, I want to find out the candidate key of this relation. Okay, so I have already told you the importance of having candidate key in your relation. Okay, if you don't have the candidate key in your relation, the searching would be very difficult. Okay, we would have a lot of problem in finding the value of any attribute. So with the help of candidate key, you can determine the value of any attribute of the relation. Okay, so now take a look at these functional dependencies. We have to find the candidate key with the help of these functional dependencies. Okay, so first of all, what we will be doing, we will be checking the right hand side of all functional dependencies. If you look at it, what are the attributes we have at the right hand side of all functional dependencies? A, D and C. Okay, so if you look at BE attribute, BE attribute is not present at the right hand side of all the functional dependencies. Okay, and what is the meaning of candidate key? Candidate key is that key with the help of which you are able to determine all of the other attributes. Okay, so these 2 attributes, BE, you can never determine BE attribute with the help of these functional dependencies. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to include both these attributes into the candidate key. Okay, so B and E definitely should be the part of your candidate key. Okay, so now let's try to check if we can use BE as the candidate key for the relation. Okay, so firstly what we will be doing, we will be finding the closure of BE. Okay, we will be finding out the closure of BE. Okay, so firstly the closure of BE would be BE. Okay, so next, if you look at it, this functional dependency, what we will do now, we will try to find all the attribute values with the help of 2 attributes, BE. Okay, we are now checking if we can use BE as the candidate key of the relation. So if you look at this functional dependency, B is able to determine the value of C. Okay, so alone B attribute is sufficient to determine the value of C. If I give you any value of B, you can get one value of C corresponding to that value of B. Okay, but if I add any number of attributes to B, if I add, let's suppose A, C, D, any number of attributes, if I am adding to this B attribute, then still it would be able to determine the attribute C. Okay, so what we are doing, we are just adding some additional information along to determine C. So any kind of additional information to this attribute would not have any effect. Okay, still we will be determining the value of attribute C. So alone B is sufficient to determine value of C. If you add E attribute to the attribute B, still we are able to determine the value of attribute C. Okay, so with the help of BE also we can determine the value of C. Okay, so this way, if I give you value of BE, okay, if I give you value of BE and I ask you to find the value of either B or E or C, okay, so you can determine all these three attribute values uniquely. Okay, so now check for it. BE, with the help of BE, I am able to determine the value of B and C. Okay, if I give you value of BE, any value I give you of BE, so definitely you would get one value of attribute B and C. You will get one value of B and you will get one value of C. Okay, and whatever value you are getting for B and C attribute, okay, for that B and C value you are also getting one corresponding value of D. Okay, so with the help of BE you are able to determine BC. Okay, and with the help of BC we are able to determine the value of D. So definitely with the help of BE I would definitely be determining the attribute D. Okay, let's suppose I have three attributes A, B and C. Okay, and I have at 5 places value of A is 2. Let's suppose this way. Okay, at 5 places for we have 5, 2. Okay, and if there is a functional dependency from A to B, what does it mean? We should have only one value for the value 2. It cannot be that for 2 you are having many values of B. You would be having only one value corresponding to value 2. Let's suppose we have a 5 like this. Okay, so for value of A2 we would having only one value of attribute B. Okay, and if there is a functional dependency from attribute B to attribute C, for value 5 there should be only one value of attribute C. Okay, it is not that we can write here like 6, 7, 7, 8, no, 9. Okay, this is actually wrong. For one value of B, we should have only one value of C. Let's suppose we have 6. Like this. Okay, so we have a functional dependency from A to B. For each and every value of A, we have only one value of B. And for each and every value of B, we are having only one value of C. Now, what I am concluding, that there is also functional dependency from A to C. If I say you that you have to find the value of C where the value of A is 2. Okay, so you will be just having only one value of C corresponding to only one value of A. Okay, determine the value D. Okay. So now if you look at, with the help of BE attribute, I am able to determine the value of D and E. If I give you any value of BE, you would be able to get one value of DE. Okay. And for that value of DE, we are just having one value of A attribute. So with the help of BE attribute, I am also able to determine the value of attribute A. Okay. So if you look at it, with the help of this composite attribute BE, I am able to determine all the other attributes. Okay. So we can use BE as the candidate key. It is the minimal candidate key. Okay. If I give you any value of B and E, you are able to determine value of all of the other attributes A, B, C, D and E. Okay, so you can use BE as the candidate key. Okay, so I hope that you are clear with this example. Okay, if you watch my videos from the starting, you would get the better understanding of each and every concept. Okay. So if you have any doubt or query, I have mentioned my email ID in the description box. You can contact me on that email ID. So thank you so much for watching my video. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe my channel.